Absolutely. This forced matings, you know what? That's nonsense. It's not good for the animals.
Yeah.
What we do is we introduce the doe into the buck's cage. We look for the first active mating, so the first fall off. Once we see the first fall off, we walk away. We leave them together for 4 hours.
Okay.
And
We
then-
do that.
You do that also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Once we see the first.
The first one, you can walk away.
With the,
Yeah.
we know definitely the second follow happens. So we
Yeah,
just leave
it
them.
happens. You get 3 or 4 or 5 or
So
6
you
or
leave
10,
them
it
there.
doesn't
Go
matter.
out to feed.
So
Yeah.
then there's no need for this forced mating and all those tying cables around the back.
Once there is first fall, we
You're
leave
fine.
it because we want 2 falls. So we go about to do our cleaning, feeding, and
Go
we
do
come
your
back.
business.
After
Yeah.
an hour or 2,
Yeah.
we pick them up.
That's it. No, absolutely. Absolutely. This forced matings, you know what? That's nonsense. It's not good for the animals.
Yeah, forced mating is not cool. Before we dive into the main topic of forced mating, kindly indulge me, allow me to bring you what experiment Elliot is doing. Hi everyone, and welcome once again to a snippet video from Ace Rabbit Farm. We are following a similar format as always, bringing you educational content that will help you to establish and run your own small backyard or commercial rabbitry, okay? Our objective will always remain the same, bringing you top quality, healthy meat production to our communities. In the process, we're creating and sharing our experiences on YouTube, right or wrong, but at the end, we learn together and grow our knowledge base. We continue to transform natural resources into modern small livestock farming, okay? Breeding facility to sustain our communities, and in the process, we also create decent jobs. Guess what? Elliot harvested wild alfalfa seeds and came to experiment at home, planted them in the nesting box, and guess what? Surprise, surprise, we got a lot of sprouting alfalfa seeds. Now, this raises a different question, and the question really is, why? Why in Ghana or even in West Africa are we feeding our animals with chicken feed? Why? Okay, while you think about that, let's go back to the original topic of forced mating. So, could it be that we are, forced mating because we do not have sufficient time? Could that be the case? Are we aware that different animal breeds have got different maturity age? Could it therefore be that our animals are not yet matured? So why are we forced breeding them? And I think this is so relevant at this particular time because I've seen so many other experiments where people tie cables and they do so many things, but I realize that to do this in decent and to create a healthy environment for our animals, we really need to have sufficient time, good time. I think we've done a video already about timing. We need to have good timing, quality time to spend with our animal, and then by so doing, we manage the processes gradually, right? So just be aware of that. So at Ace Farm, we ensure that our animals are between the ages of 7 to 9 months before we cross them. Okay, why? We wanted the does to be fully matured. We don't want any teenage pregnancies, right? We don't want any teenage pregnancies. So we want our does to be fully matured, healthy, before we go ahead and cross them. The bucks should be fully grown. Their testes should be well out, well developed, strong, active, so that when they approach these young does, the process just becomes very natural. So, guys, there you have it. You have seen the videos. So, in fact, for our very first successful breeding at Ace Farm, we followed exactly the same process. we allow the back and the door to stay in the same room for about 5 hours. And during that 5 hours, it became successful. So there was no need for tying cables. And so by all means, if it works for you, tying cables and doing those, go ahead and do it. But we just want to believe that a little bit of quality time with your animals will bring a lot of health benefits, a lot of success, a lot of a decent way of going about the process of breeding your animals. Of course, rabbit breeds, and everybody knows this. But if the condition, the timing, the age, the animal's own health and welfare, and the environment is not conducive, then you start seeing yourself forcing your animal to breed. And for this reason, we find it very, very necessary to bring you this video, which therefore talks about how to be patient, how to ensure the total condition of the breeding stock are in good standing before you go ahead breeding your animals. So guys, there you have it. With much said, go out, keep farming, keep doing it correctly, and bring to our communities healthy protein sources. Yeah. Okay. I'll catch you next time. Bye.